Okay, let's talk about that moment. You know the one. You're in the aisles listening test, the audio starts, you flip the page, and bam, there it is, a map. And if that's the moment your pulse starts to race and your brain feels like it's about to short circuit, then you are in exactly the right place. Because today, we're going to dismantle that fear and give you a rock-solid strategy to master any map or plan they can possibly throw at you. You can feel it, right? That little bit of panic, that wave of overwhelm. That's the map section for you. It feels like you're trying to do three things at once, because you are. You're trying to listen to nonstop directions, read all the little labels on the map, and somehow visualize a path in your head. It can feel totally impossible. But here's the secret. It's not about being a multitasking genius. It's about having a really good game plan. And here's our game plan for today. First, we'll get right into why this task feels so tough. Then, I'm going to give you a simple 5-step strategy that is your key to success. After that, we'll decode the special language of maps and directions, put it all into practice with some real examples, and, my favorite part, I'll show you how to spot and avoid the common tricks the test makers use. By the end of this, trust me, you'll be navigating with confidence. So, first things first, why does a simple drawing on a piece of paper cause so much stress? Let's get to the heart of the problem. Because once you really understand the challenge, the solution actually becomes pretty simple. Here's the thing. The map section isn't really just a listening test. It's a multitasking test in disguise. Your ears are trying to catch directions, your eyes are scanning for landmarks, and your brain is trying to build a mental GPS route. No wonder it feels so chaotic. But here's the good news. You don't have to juggle all three at the same time. We're going to show you how to break it down. All right, enough about the problem. Let's get to the solution. This is what you came for. I'm about to walk you through a 5-step game plan that will totally change how you see these maps. And this isn't just a list of random tips. It's a real framework, a system that you can rely on every single time. Okay, here it is, step 1, and this is crucial. Analyze the map before the audio even starts. Step 2 is all about mastering the vocabulary of directions. Step 3, and this is a big one, is actively following the audio with your finger or your pencil. Step 4 is where we get smart and learn to listen for the little signposts and sneaky traps. And step 5, you guessed it, practice, 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 until this whole process becomes second nature. So before we put that 5-step plan into action, we need to make sure we've got the right tools. And for this task, your most important tools are words. The map section uses a very specific kind of language. And once you know it, it's like you've unlocked a secret code. Now, there are basically 2 types of words you need to listen for. First, you've got words of movement, things like turn left or go past. These are your action words. They tell you to move. Then you've got words of location, like next to or opposite. These words tell you where something is. Knowing the difference between when you should be moving and when you should be looking is a total game changer. And here are a few more essentials for your toolkit. Phrases like at the corner of, or even just simple directions like north, south, east, and west. You want to know these so well that you don't even have to think. You hear it, your brain processes it, and your finger moves to the right spot instantly. It needs to be automatic. Okay, enough with the theory. It's time to see how this all works in the real world. Let's get our hands dirty. I'm going to give you some typical audio instructions, and we're going to break them down together, step by step. This is where it all starts to click. All right, listen up. As you hear this, I want you to look for a few key things. Where do we start? What's the main landmark we need to find? And what are the specific directions? Ready? Let's see what we've got. So, did you catch all that? We start at the main door. The key landmark is the nurse's desk. That's our anchor point. From there, we turn right. Then we go all the way to the end of the corridor. And finally, the answer is on your left-hand side. See how breaking it down into little pieces makes it so much more manageable? Okay, here's a slightly different kind of question. This one isn't a long journey. It's about spotting a location based on a single clue. So, what's the key landmark? And what's that one magic word that tells you exactly where to look? The key here is super simple. Find the picnic area on your map first. Once your eyes are locked on that, the word opposite does all the heavy lifting for you. You just look directly across from it. It's not about following a complicated path. It's about understanding one simple relationship. All right, let's try one more. This one's a little longer, so I want you to actually trace the path with your finger. We're starting at the guest house. Okay, now go straight ahead. You hit the end of the road, and you turn right. Now look to your left. Did you find the campsite? See? Following along physically makes a huge difference. Okay, let's talk about the curveballs, because the test makers, well, they know exactly where people get stuck, and they absolutely love to set little traps. But the good news is, once you know what their tricks are, you can see them coming a mile away. So here's one of their absolute favorites. You're listening along, and the speaker gives you a direction. And then they take it back. They correct themselves. It's designed to confuse you, so how do you handle it? You'll hear something just like this. Go straight ahead. Oh, actually, you should turn left. Now, your brain is wired to grab onto that first instruction, go straight ahead. They know this. That first part is a distractor, a trap, just to see if you're really paying attention. So here is the golden rule. Write this down, remember it forever. The final instruction is always the correct one. Always. Just ignore the first part, forget you ever heard it, and listen for what they say last. It's such a simple rule, but it will save you so many points. But what if you get completely lost? It happens. The number one most important thing is do not panic. The worst thing you can do is freeze up and miss the next 3 questions. Just let that one question go. Keep listening. The speaker will eventually mention another landmark you can find on the map. When you hear it, find it and jump back in. It's much better to lose 1 point than to lose the whole section.
So I really want you to leave with this thought. The map is not your enemy. It's not some evil puzzle designed to trick you. It's actually your guide. It's your cheat sheet. Every single label, every landmark, every little path is a clue that's there to help you. Your job is just to learn how to read it.
And there you have it. You've got the game plan, you've got the vocabulary, and you know the tricks to watch out for. You have everything you need to turn the map section from your biggest weakness into a real strength. All that's left is to practice. So go find some maps and start tracing those paths. You are ready for this. You've got this.